So we're ready to go with our course on compositing here, but a couple of thoughts before we get started. And that is, I've taught compositing sessions quite often, and one of the comments that people would often come up and say is, well, yeah, but you start with photographs taken on a plain background, so it's easier. And my response is, well, yes. And that's kind of the point. If you're not the photographer, if someone hands you a photograph of a person taken in front of a crazy background like a forest, and they say, just take them out and put them on this other background, be prepared, it's going to be harder, it's going to take longer, because that's the nature of the beast. So our focus here is you're the photographer, or at least you're in contact with the photographer, and you're going to do things like, if you're outside somewhere and you're in front of some crazy background and you think, oh, I might want to do some compositing, just look around and go, oh, there's a plain wall over there, let's have you stand in front of that. And that can make a huge difference, because that way it's going to make your life simpler. So yes, we are going to talk about taking someone off a white background, a green screen, a gray background, but the techniques we're going to use, and I will show at least one example of one that's more difficult, but you can make your life a lot simpler if you start off by taking some photographs with compositing in mind. Now, we will talk in that section a little bit about lighting and shooting. We'll also talk about green screen, its pros and cons. But the main thing we're going to spend our time doing is, once you've captured the image with a plan in mind, then we're going to Photoshop and do our selecting and masking. So let's get started.